Hello and welcome to ET Garage. Today's video is going to be about how I'm making out with that burning oil issue on the new 385. Alright, today's video is going to be about this ongoing 385 project. If you aren't familiar with it, end of the video I will leave a playlist up there somewhere up here. A link to a playlist. But if you're new to the channel, the short is I had a bad day on the dyno. I knew it was down on power, so I put it on the dyno, and the power numbers were low. In other videos, I tore it apart, found what the problems were, and then refreshed it. And now instead of being a 383, it's a 385, and I got an oil burning problem. And what I think the problem is, when I assembled this motor, I only build motors maybe once every 10 years. Normally, I'll use assembly lube on all the bearing surfaces, camshaft, all that good stuff. And then when I assemble the pistons on the rings and skirts and cylinder walls, I'll use a thin oil like Marvel Mystery Oil. This way they ring seat right away. This time I didn't do that. I decided to use braking oil, and even though it's a roller cam, I really don't need braking oil. Everyone always says, oh, use the braking oil on a new motor. I say, well, why not? This is the first time I ever used braking oil. And I just went ahead, that's what I had available at the time, and I just went ahead, lubed the rings and skirts with that when I put the pistons in, and I think that made it a lot harder for the rings to seat. That being said, cylinder number 1, if you've seen on that oil burning video, is burning oil real bad. At the end of the video, I'll show some pictures of the piston and the cylinder and what pictures I could get of the valves with my bore scope. And the spark plug was oily as hell. What I did was I drained that braking oil out, switched over to a conventional 5W30, and within like 20 miles of driving, everything really started to improve. A lot less oil usage, not getting the smoke I was getting out the exhaust. When I was getting smoke, it was like I was only getting big piles of smoke if I'm cruising down the interstate, and then I floor it, and poof, big pile of smoke would come out. Oil smoke out the exhaust. But anyway, I will, like I said, show those pictures that I got of the cylinders at the end. Cylinder 1 does look like there's scoring on it. All the other cylinders look great, and the spark plugs look great, and that spark plug still looks oily, but I don't know if it's that. I mean, based on the oil usage and the fact that I'm not getting smoke, I'm guessing it improved. That spark plug was still soaked with oil though, and gunked up, so I gave it a good cleaning, and should probably put a new one in there. I'm gonna have to pick up another new one and stick that in there. That being said, I'm hoping that fixed it. If not, I will have to remove that valve cover and check the valve guide seal on cylinder number 1. Unfortunately, I don't have the stock runners, and I don't have the stock rocker arms. I have a full roller rocker arm Scorpions, and then I have the aftermarket ASN tube large tube runners. Now with the stock runners and rocker arms, even I could just literally just move hoses and stuff out of the way and literally move, just lift that valve cover right off. With those large tube runners on, I have to remove the plenum, loosen up the runners on the bottom, tilt it in about 1/8 of an inch, a whole 1/8, in order to get that valve cover off. Of course, when I do that, I got to worry about tearing the gaskets, which means I'll disassemble everything, put new gaskets on. And anyone who's familiar with the tune port, even though I like the tune port for the street, for doing any type of maintenance underneath it, it is a pain in the butt. If you ever have to change like the EGR valve, or even change out the injectors, all that has to come apart. And you're talking, I think it's like 20 some bolts that hold that sucker together to do that. And they're hard to get to and a pain in the butt. So since the oil problem is improving, I'm just going to keep driving it and see how it goes, and keep an eye on that cylinder. I'll check the spark plug every now and then, and right now I'm going to run some cleaner through it, through the fuel system, to make sure I clean the gunk, any gunk that might have built up in the combustion chambers, and get that all out of there. And hopefully it keeps continuing to improve. And the way it is now, I'll just run it for the rest of the season no matter what, and then come fall decide. Maybe I'll pick up another small block and piece that together and make another one with a whole different intake and everything. Who knows? But in the meantime, I have other projects I want to do on this. I want to get some track days in and other events, and not worry about that. Just run it the way it is, and hope it doesn't blow up or something. But that's it for this video. I don't want to keep boring you. Like I said, after I'm done talking at the end of this video, I'll have those pictures if you want to look at them with the cylinder and what that spark plug look like and all that good stuff. So meantime, everybody have a great day. God bless.